Hi there, welcome to The Better Half. I'm your host, Rachel Monick, and these are your better halves. We have an exciting show planned for you today. We're talking fall decorating. These pumpkins you have to see, very fun. And then we're mixing up some fun fall cocktails.
Yes.
The ladies are going to make their own lip balm. I mean, that's fun. We're going to meet Miss Wisconsin USA.
Woo!
She was just crowned, so we'll meet her and talk to her about what she's been up to since winning the title. So let me introduce you to everybody. You know Alyssa, you know Rosie Sierra, you know Heaven, but for the first time on this show, Dory Johnson is here. She is the better half of Packers defensive end LaTroy Guyon, and she's a chef, so we love her already. Hi, Dory.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here.
Thanks.
Now, as you know, we start the show off talking about what the ladies have been up to, and they've been up in some fashion shows. Alyssa, let's start with the fashion show that you were involved in.
Yes, absolutely. There were actually quite a few of us that were involved. We got a nice group picture. All the proceeds went to the St. Vincent Hospital and St. Mary's Hospital for their Heart Institute. So it was called Fashions from the Heart. So it was all about that. There was pink and red hearts everywhere.
Ripping the runway. There
Yes,
we go.
it was a ton of fun. We were each from different stores, actually. I did Lady Savannah. There was Chico's, Ultimate Closet. There was all kinds of different outfits to be worn. And that's Monica Good. She was a total ball. I just love being with her.
That's your mom.
Yes, my mom was in town.
Lady.
So she got to come. She met some interesting people at her table, and obviously we got to get a nice picture right afterwards. So it was really fun.
Was she in the fashion show?
Oh, I wish. If she could have, I knew she would have walked with me. She loves that kind
It looks
of
like
stuff.
a big event.
It was. I looked and there was like 50-some tables.
Turnout was
That's
great.
Abby Balaga. She had a great time too.
I like her fur vest. It is
And last
really
year
cute.
she was pregnant during this time. Same with
Is that
Amanda
Amanda
right
Mastey?
here.
Yes.
So they had just a great time.
That's Amanda Mastey,
Yes.
Tim
Oh,
Mastey's
she's
wife.
working that runway.
Yeah, she
is
was
too
pregnant
cute.
the last time she was on the show.
So this time she's like, I'm just gonna work
Look at her
this.
sass.
Yes.
Who's
Okay.
that pretty lady?
Woo!
There's myself.
Okay, Alyssa.
I like the pause.
I love this kind of stuff. I think my mom put me in a lot of these things when I grew up, so I had a good time.
Yeah, you
Hands
got
on the hip.
a little good runway walk over there.
Twirl. Oh my gosh. This is great video, whoever took this. Thank you very much. Hopefully my mom will see this footage.
That was
She
super
did good.
cool.
It was a ton of fun. It
Good
was.
for you for doing that. I know
Thank
last
you.
year we had video from the same event, and you get a nice turnout with the wives and the better halves of the Green Bay Packers.
Definitely.
So very cool. I was part of an event. Lindsay Kuhn was on our show last time, and she did the Touchdowns for Hope Gala. So that happened last week. So we have a couple of pictures to show you from that. And there's John and Lindsay Kuhn. They were the hosts for the night.
Awesome.
And it was a great event, as always. They're really, really great at putting on this event, and they're so gracious to everyone who shows up. They were meeting with some of the people who've have their success stories from being at the House of Hope, which helps young and pregnant moms. That's me and William Henderson. That's why I still go to this event.
You had to pause there for a second, Rachel.
Former Green Bay Packer. We wore number 33 for many years, and he comes back as the auctioneer. Super fun event, raising money for a good cause. And there we are. And that was, some people call it the beanbag game or cornhole.
Yeah.
And one of them was signed by the defense, one was signed by the offense.
Oh, what a cool idea.
And I believe it was an auction item that was paired with tickets to an upcoming game. So you get
sweet.
tickets to the game, you get to
my
take those for
goodness.
the ultimate tailgate party at Lambeau Field.
Right.
So really fun. So that was fun.
Yay.
And now we have one more event to talk about. This one hasn't happened yet, but it's a big deal. I don't know if you're all going to be involved with it, but you're chairing it this year, Alyssa, right?
I am. I was very shocked that I was actually asked to be the chair of it. It's me and Erica Witt that will be helping with the Packers Women's Association food drive this year. All the proceeds will go to Paul's Food Pantry. So Sunday before the game, bring donations or non-perishable food items, and we will take them and hopefully have a really good turnout this year. The Tundra line will be leading us, so we'll be stomping in.
It won't be hard to miss us. We'll have jerseys on with the number 1,
Yep.
and it'll say the PWA on the back. So no excuses.
No excuses.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So that's what they do. They look for the number 1 jersey.
Yes.
And you beautiful ladies.
Yes.
And if you don't remember to bring the cans, that's okay. They'll take your money and buy
We'll
the
take
food.
your money.
Sure will.
Or you'll find our little
We
ones
walk
too.
around,
They tend
so
to hold
we're
the
not
buckets.
just
the little
Central.
ones.
We'll be walking through the tailgates and
Yep.
everywhere following the Tundra line, so you really won't miss us.
Yes.
You won't. You won't, which I love about that. But it's going to be a great event. There's always a lot of us that volunteer for it, so hopefully it turns out well this year.
Yes.
Well, you've been busy, and I thought you'd You probably thought we'd never get to you, but it's your turn, Dory. Yay. Tell us a little bit about you.
I am a mother of two. I have a 6-month-old baby girl and
Who is the cutest?
What's her
7-year-old
name?
boy. Her name's Troy Lynn. We call her Troy for short to match
Okay.
her dad. I'm a chef. I've been cooking for 4 years now.
Oh, tell us a little bit about your background in the chef world.
I love to cook. I love to eat. I think everybody
Me
likes
too.
to do that. But
Could
no,
you come
it's-
back on the show every week?
Yeah. If you had me, I'd
If
love
you'll
to.
cook for us, you can come back
And she's an
anytime.
excellent cook.
But you're working in
Seriously.
town at a restaurant, right?
Yes, at Blue. I do work at Blue. I love it. I've been working there for the past month now. So,
Excellent. What's your favorite thing to cook?
I am big on Hispanic food. I specialize in Hispanic food. I
Such
love
as?
You just got very excited.
empanadas, enchiladas,
Oh, yeah.
tacos. I do it all. I love it all. Arroz con dulces.
Yeah.
I do it
Well,
all.
come on over and cook for me and Jeff and I anytime. I am.
If you need to practice, they'll
Yes.
open their home to you.
Yes.
Where are you from and where did you meet your man?
I am from Minnesota, and I met
You're a
him.
Midwestern
Yes,
girl.
yes. I met him in Minnesota. He was playing for the Vikings at the time,
Oh, right. Yes, he was, yes.
but now we're on the better team.
That's right. I'm glad you said
Rachel's face.
We came into the light.
And how long have you been in Green Bay now?
This is our second season.
Okay.
So 2 years.
Yeah, on the Packers. You feel better about that now?
Yes, I love it.
How did you two meet?
We met. I used to be a host at a nightclub, actually. So I used to serve and bartend.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
love that.
That's
That is a great story.
So yes, that's how we met. It took him several tries, but in the end, it worked.
And
And look
here
where you are now.
Yeah, you're here now.
Third charm.
Right.
Third time's the
three
charm.
times.
He's got good taste.
Yeah,
He's got good taste.
that's why I kept on trying.
Well, thank you for being here. We look
Thank you.
forward to eating your food. What are you making for us today?
I am making meatloaf and a cream cheese pumpkin pie.
And what do you think about her making meatloaf today?
Honestly, I'm so excited. Like, I cannot wait to eat this meatloaf and the cheesecake. I'm thrilled.
So Dory's heading into the kitchen. Meatloaf is first.
Yes.
That's next. So don't go anywhere. You're watching The Better Half, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Amy Hanton, also known as the Cooking Mom, in the kitchen with Dory, and you are looking at the most gorgeous meatloaf I think I have ever seen. One of the things we love about doing the Better Half show is getting great recipes from the Packer wives and Packer Better Halves ladies. So I'm super excited about this meatloaf, Dory.
Yes.
A little story behind it, I understand.
Yes, it is. The general basic recipe for the meatloaf is from my grandmother.
Those are the best,
Yes.
you know?
I kind of just tweaked it and put my own little modernized touch on it, but it's still good.
And you say that Troy and your son just love this one. This is
Yes, this one never stays on the plate. It's always seconds and thirds after this.
Well, you, like us, you're a Midwesterner. You know, we love our meat and potatoes, and
Oh, yeah.
nothing better than great meatloaf. So this one has bacon on it and a nice little glaze over the top. So put me to work. We started out with some ground beef here, a couple pounds of
Yes,
ground beef,
2 pounds.
and a lot of these ingredients. You know, if you're on your way home from work, we just swung by Quick Trip, and you can pick a lot of this stuff up right there. Even the ground beef, we're using some milk, eggs, and bread. We got that all at Quick Trip, which is, you know, saves you lines at the grocery store sometimes. So we're going to take some of the milk and pour it over. This is just torn up bread.
Yep, torn up bread.
About how many pieces?
About six
Pieces.
slices.
My Nana used that in her bread too, or her meatloaf too, rather than breadcrumbs, because I think it stays nice and moist,
Right.
you know. And we all have it laying around the house too.
Exactly.
So I'm just going to get in there and kind of mush it up. That's, don't you think, the best way to do
Yeah.
meatloaf?
Got to get down and gritty with it.
Absolutely. And then we're going to add our moistened bread to our ground beef, and then we've got 4 eggs. Lots of different seasonings in this meatloaf, I see.
Yes,
so-
lots of flavor.
I love that fact that we're adding Parmesan cheese. So that's going to give
That's
it some
the best
great
part to
flavor.
me.
4 eggs that we'll just kind of beat up here. A little bit of salt,
Yep, a little bit salt and pepper.
okay, and then some seasoning salt
Yep, seasoning salt and then parsley.
and some dried parsley. So this is easy enough. This also looks like, Dory, it's going to serve a nice, you know, for dinner and maybe some meatloaf sandwiches
Right.
later down the road. I'm all in for that. Okay, so I'm gonna use my hands, my clean hands, and get in here and really mix this together. Do you wanna work on the glaze while I make a loaf out of this?
So what the glaze is consisted of is just basically some ketchup, some Worcestershire sauce,
Yum.
and it's about 2 or 3 tablespoons.
And I don't think I ever met a meatloaf that didn't like some sort of a nice glaze on the top.
Right.
You know, it just kind of makes it.
And I like mine to be kind of sweet. A lot of people like to use like just standard ketchup. I mean, that's fun and all, but.
If you can jazz it up, I think,
right,
yeah, why
let's step
not?
outside the
Yeah,
box.
exactly.
And then there's dry mustard. And then I like a little spice. So I just put maybe 1 or 2 splashes.
Of just hot sauce, whatever
Hot
you
sauce,
got laying
yeah.
around the house. I also noticed you do this as a free-form meatloaf rather than putting it in a loaf pan.
Yes.
I think that browns it up nicer, don't you?
Yeah.
I agree. Oven temperature for this, approximately?
350.
350, and I can tell this makes a nice big meatloaf. It's going to take a good hour, I would say, in the oven.
Yeah,
don't you think?
it's about an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Just with the bacon being on
Yep.
top.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to that point yet. One little tip for you: do not leave the meatloaf unbaked out on the kitchen counter if you have a dog. I learned that lesson the hard way. I have a meatloaf recipe called Doggone Meatloaf because my dog ate the entire thing when I turned my back, and he's never done that before. But it was pretty tempting, I guess. So anyway, just a little warning. So this is beautiful, gorgeous as is.
Yes.
So now glaze or bacon first?
You want to put the bacon down first.
Bacon. So we've got some strips of really nice bacon. And we're just going to kind of wrap it,
Yep.
tuck it under.
Just tuck it right on under.
Oh, I'm like drooling even thinking about this, and can't wait to make this at home. And you say you know your specialty is more of the Mexican Southwest dishes, but I'm sure you got some great comfort food being up your sleeve too. So
yeah, with Troy being from the South, he definitely adds to the culinary skills in the household.
well, that's you. Can you get him into the kitchen?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
A guy who cooks, I love it.
Oh, he loves it. Oh, I love it too.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so now the glaze goes over the top. I'll let you just. Do you need a spatula to?
Yes,
Okay,
please.
let me wash my hands and get you one. Here you go.
But yep, what you're basically gonna do is just take it and just pour this on top.
Yum. Oh, this is. If a meatloaf could be beautiful, I'm telling you, this is pretty.
And then that's all she wrote.
And
Put
then-
it in and bake it.
350 for an hour and a half until that
Yep.
bacon crisps up a little bit. We just pulled that out of the oven a little bit. I imagine you'd let that cool a little bit, just a teeny bit
Right.
before you slice it,
Yep.
just to take
Let
the
it sit
heat
for about
off.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, and oh my goodness gracious, slice it in between those pieces of bacon, and
There you go.
I just want to dive in. Dory, thanks so much for sharing your recipes.
No problem. Thank you.
Dory's actually going to stick around. Later, she's going to make a pumpkin dessert, perfect for fall. And we'd love you to come back anytime and make some of your other special dishes, some
I'd
of your
love to.
Mexican dishes. Great job. Thanks
Thank
a
you.
bunch. Rachel is getting crafty. Rachel, we'll save you and the ladies some of this
Please.
meatloaf. What
Yes,
you making?
We can't wait to dive in too. We are actually decorating for fall. Jenny Sykes is here from Jenny Elizabeth Designs. She's an interior designer who can help you add a little flair to your home. And bright colors this year, Jenny.
Very bright colors, yes.
I like how you can take a trend and make it so that somebody like Rosie or somebody like myself can use it.
Yeah.
Whether it's just for always or for the holidays.
Absolutely. So one of the big trends happening right now is dipping. So if you look at this chair right here, it's just
the
bottom,
legs.
Just the legs. But this can go as dramatic as a whole half of a dresser. People have done whole doors. It's a great way to just add an instant piece of color.
Can you double dip like another color?
Oh,
You absolutely can't. No, that's a really good point.
I'm an abstract type of girl.
I like that. I like that. I could have done this whole chair a different color and then just done the legs a different color. I think it's fabulous. And I did some of it for the set too. I think blue is the new brown. So we've added some. I'm
And
sticking
if
with
you
it.
say it's so, then it's so.
So orange is a great way to play off any color. So I dipped some of these pumpkins in the blue that we've already put into the set here
Yeah, I think that's
as well.
beautiful.
Thank
now,
you.
I see you can also dip small pumpkins. Now, as far as the vases, you can also do that as well.
Exactly, and your masking tape is going to be your best friend with this. Sometimes you can get a plastic bag over the top as well and seal it, but the tape is going to be your best bet. You just
Or
wanna
you
have a
can
nice
use
clean
the
line.
tape to also make a design, right?
Absolutely.
So when you spray it,
See,
you
I
have
like
a little.
the way you think, Rosie. I love the way you think.
Just thinking.
See, you could do a chevron pattern. You could do different stripes. You could do it at an angle.
You
Sometimes
could do like a letter shape as
you
well.
could do all of that stuff, and it just really pops. I love autumn, but I like these bright colors. I'm drawn to color. So, if you don't want to get into the paint and you want to get some of the traditional stuff that's out there, this is typical Halloween decoration, but the second you put one of those bright feathers on there, it changes.
See, I like this. This looks like a good hobby I can do with my son, because I'm thinking of doing something without having to carve a pumpkin.
Yeah, and not so messy.
Yes, because
Exactly.
the pumpkin part I'm dreading.
Well,
But
and these are fake pumpkins, so you can do that too.
no, he wants to carve the
Okay,
pumpkin.
well,
no, I'm gonna go
no,
and
you
say,
do the
let's
paper
do
then.
some paper.
I do like this because then you can bring it out every year
Yep.
too. It's the fake pumpkin.
Exactly.
Now, I like the style that you got going here, because I'm doing what's called Go Pink and Blue, and it supports pregnancy and infant loss, which is also October awareness. And my idea was kind of thinking of dipping it blue, pink, and also white. So this is a great idea for me and for other people out there too. You can add a balloon to it.
I love that.
Very nice. I also like the topiary that you did.
This was a piece that we had on the set a while back, and it used to be electrified, and then I ripped it apart and painted it.
Now, did you put the holes, or was
holes-
it purchased like that?
The holes were put in there. It's just a drill with a
Okay.
bigger bit, and you don't even have to have just a larger bit on the end. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle, and then you can have those variety of colors. You could still pop just a couple of fake tea lights in there and have the whole thing glow.
I love that. And out on your front, your porch right there by your door, that would be great in the entryway. And then, like you said, you also just took a vase that you had at home. You didn't go out and buy all this stuff.
Right.
This can be very thrifty, or a candle holder.
Exactly, and I think gold makes everything pop
I
a
love
little
gold.
bit. Oh,
Gold
it's
is
just,
like
it's forever.
color.
Yeah,
Can you tell?
I see
Green
it.
and gold
I like it.
really go well
Green and
together
gold.
too, don't they?
Yes.
Talk about the wreath.
Well, I also did a wreath as well, and just did the top. Now you could do, this would be like what you're just talking about, those different colors.
Yes.
A perfect example to do that. Take out one of those tired grapevine leaf wreaths that are everywhere this year. You could do the yellow, and then you could have staggered other colors as well. Anything is possible. These are so
I was gonna ask about the
economical.
wreaths as well.
$3-4 at your local craft store. You can do tons of different things with them.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's very creative.
And then some,
Carnations, faux carnations.
thank you.
And then
What
they'll-
was the word I was looking for?
Carnations are not as cheap as you might think they are. They're very easy to work with, so I went with the faux ones. And again, we can bring those out
I
later
like
on
the
as
color.
well.
It's a good contrast
I like
to the wood.
I like modern. I like simple pops of color. I just it's fall. We don't have to. fall
Sometimes
into the
simple
traditional
is
stuff.
good.
I absolutely agree. I absolutely
You have
agree.
that hanging on the wall, and then a bowl of candy corn, and call it Halloween.
Oh, and candy corn looks like it's dipped, so that's perfect.
It does. Yes, it does. In fact, we're making a candy corn cocktail later. You should stick
You
around.
should stick around.
If you would like more design tips, follow Jenny on her Facebook page, Jenny Elizabeth Designs. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
Happy
Thank you.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Yeah.
Still much more ahead on The Better Half. We are going to meet the brand new Miss Wisconsin USA. We'll chat with her next on The Better Half. Welcome back to The Better Half. Kate Redeker is here. She is the new Miss Wisconsin USA, and she's from Sheboygan. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
We are super excited to have you. Me and Alyssa were talking how we used to do pageants, not on your level, but we're pretty excited to be
I'm kind of freaking out over here. I'm not going to lie. She's been excited about this for weeks.
I have.
Just to meet you.
I am.
So tell us about the pageant, and was this a lifetime dream of yours?
Oh, absolutely. I was Miss Wisconsin Teen USA in 2013. So I just randomly saw an ad for it on Facebook and thought I'd give it a try, and then I won the second year that I competed, and then I took a year off after that year and then competed for my first time at Miss Wisconsin USA and won it.
That is so cool.
I'm
And
still
how
on
did you
cloud
how
nine.
did you get into pageants? Like, what made you want to do them?
I just saw an ad for it on Facebook.
Social media these days.
I know.
It's powerful.
We're actually watching the moment where you were
wow.
announced Miss Wisconsin.
Oh my gosh! Look at those tears of joy.
I was laughing, I was crying, I was a wreck.
Boy,
That had to be a pretty special moment, though.
It was.
We can't all look that beautiful when we're crying and
Crying,
laughing
right?
at the same time. I don't know how you pulled that off.
Thank you.
That is
And the pageant
so
was
cool.
recent, correct? Like when was the pageant?
September 13th, so about 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks
in
ago,
Fond du
that's so
Lac,
cool.
Wisconsin.
And what's next for you?
Miss USA early next year
Woo!
sometime, so keep an eye out for me.
We will,
That is so
absolutely.
exciting.
And then the person who wins that, yourself, I'm sure, goes on to Miss Universe, right?
Yes, yes. The
That's exciting.
internationally telecasted Miss Universe pageant, which will be super fun just to watch if I don't win.
No, you'll do good.
Compete.
You'll do
a lot of
good.
confidence in you. I think you'll do a great job.
Thank you.
So oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, as Miss Wisconsin, do you have responsibilities?
I do. I actually am a kind of a spokesperson for the USO. I have been volunteering for them for the past 3 years, ever since I was a teen winner. And then I really kind of focus on the USO Operation That's My Dress, which is an event where Sherry Hill, which is a dress designer, she donates hundreds of her fabulous dresses and gowns to this event, and then we put on a big fashion show for military teens and spouses and women in service, and then we give away all those dresses to the teens and spouses.
So that they can wear them to events like proms? and
Yes,
things
prom,
like that?
homecoming, military ball, anything.
Oh, I bet they love that.
That's
They do,
special.
and it's so rewarding.
I know you wanted to talk to her
Yeah,
about
I wanted to know about this because you guys walk around in these cute little bikinis and you guys look so fit. So I wanted to know, like, what is your workout regimen? Like, how do you eat? How do you get prepared for something like that? I think being in a bikini on a stage in front of people, I'd be like, no. But like, how do you prepare for that?
Yeah, I try not to focus on it too much because then I'll kind of get psyched out by it. But I do eat very healthy. I have cut gluten out of my diet just because I wanted to try it.
Yeah.
And then after about a year of doing that, I have built up an intolerance to
it.
gluten. So that kind of forces me not to
Well,
eat gluten.
That's kind of a good thing, though.
Yeah.
Yes, yep.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah, we all can't do it.
I love bread.
Well, that is a beautiful picture. You're a beautiful woman. Thank you so much for being on the show. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And like Alyssa said, we will be watching.
Thank you
I
so
can't wait to
much.
follow you now. I'm so excited. Thanks for being here.
You are on Facebook, I'm assuming.
Yes, Miss Wisconsin USA, and then Twitter is Real Miss WI USA, and Instagram is Miss WI USA.
Awesome.
can't
She'll be on
wait.
all of
I'll
them.
be on
Yep,
yours.
by the commercial end of the commercial break. We do have to take a break. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
being
thank
here.
you so much.
This is the time coming up. We are going to make our own lip balm. We're also going to meet the woman behind Abou and find out how you can do this too at her store. That's next on The Better Half. If you are looking for a great gift idea, or if you want somewhere to go with your girlfriends, Abou 426 is the place for you to check out. It's in Sheboygan, and the owner, Caitlin Bratz, is here.
Thanks for having me. It's
We're
great
so
to be
glad
in the
you're
kitchen with
here
you
on the
girls.
show. We get to make our own lip balm.
Yep.
But also, let's tell people, what is Abou?
Sure, we're a natural skincare manufacturer located in Sheboygan. We manufacture over 150 different products that you can customize with your own fragrances, herbs, colors.
Excellent. And we mentioned gift ideas, so you can go online and buy all the products you're about to see today. But you can also go to Sheboygan, which is a really fun community. I just love it. We go down there, they eat all the time. It's a really fun place. And make some of these things right in your shop.
Yep, it's a great place to come with a couple of girlfriends, maybe your daughters.
wine.
Some wine, exactly. You can make all sorts of different items, not just lip balms, but lotion. You can make sugar scrubs, eyeshadows, nail polishes. The list goes on and on.
so fun.
It's fun.
We're taking a look at just a few of those products you mentioned right there.
you can do
So
candles as
many
well?
different things.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's like a perfect girls' day out. Go and make stuff for your body. Like, what's better than girl time, wine, and skincare
Especially
products?
during
Yep.
winter,
Yeah.
I think some candles really help with setting the mood.
The mood.
Yeah.
If you come down to visit us, it's really a great day trip from anywhere. We're pretty centrally located. You can come in with your friends. We have some great shopping downtown right
Yep.
around us.
Great restaurants?
Great restaurants. Il Ritrovo.
Are these kid friendly?
Everything here is going to be so good for the kiddos because they're natural, especially if they have a lot of skin sensitivities. Rachel and I always talk about eczema, psoriasis.
Big in our
Yep.
Yes.
Great products for that. We're trying out a few at our house too, and so far everything's great. Yeah, yes. So let's make the lip balm, and we'll chat more about some of the products in just a minute. So this is what we would do if we came into your shop?
Yep, if you came into the shop, you'd select your fragrance that you're going to make your lip balm.
We're going with strawberries and champagne.
Oh, yeah.
Mine is raspberry lemonade.
Woo!
So we do that first?
Yep, go ahead and add your flavor right in there.
What about your color? Do I do that now?
Yep, you can add your color in there. We have all sorts of different colors to choose from.
So this is like a pink.
Flavors. Yep,
love
just about
this.
a scoop. And the color is made with a natural mica to give you a little kiss of color.
Okay, you know what I did? I did it wrong. I put it right in there.
Well, you won't
Can I
be the
dump it
first
out
person
there?
to do it or the last. Yep, go ahead, put it right in there.
This is so pretty.
You weren't listening when I told you the
I was
rules.
smelling the lemonade, raspberry lemonade. Okay.
It smells good, huh?
Yep, and then go ahead and just pipette it in.
All right.
So as you can see, making the products don't take very long. I originally started the company when a boyfriend I was dating, Adam, he raced snowmobiles.
Okay.
And he was building a track to practice racing on. And he was burning some brush when he was burned very badly and Flight for Life down to St. Mary's burn unit. It was a therapist down there, that gave us the recipe for the lip balm. And it made so much that I thought, what am I going to do with all the lip balm?
So you had so much extra.
Yeah.
And did it work for him?
It healed him really, really nicely. In fact, Adam actually went on to race a national on Lambeau Field. You guys had one national snowmobile race, and he was on there. So tragically, as Adam healed, he was unfortunately killed in a car accident.
I'm sorry to hear
So
that.
yes, so that is why we have the 426. And men have really grown to love our products as well. So we thought, Abou, as wonderful as it is a little bit more of a feminine line.
Kind of girly.
Yeah. With the growing base of men that love our products, we decided to, on today's show, launch our men's line.
Oh,
so you girls,
right here, right now.
you girls are going to be able to go home for your hubbies for Swedish Day with a little gift for him.
Sweetest Day is October 17th?
17th is coming up.
Well, tell us about your men's line. What makes it manly?
Well, yeah, all things manly. Men really like to be pampered as well.
They do.
They don't like to admit it.
They don't like to admit it. So many women are like, get my husband to stop stealing my products. So I'm like, all right, we'll get them their own line, right? But it's natural. So it works with their bodies as well, especially if they're trying to be in good shape.
Right.
And men value those types of things as well.
What kind of scents are they?
Yep, we have 3 different fragrances we offer for the men right now, and up north. So we went with all Wisconsin themes.
I like that.
Up north
There's
is-
another Great Lakes as well.
Yeah, Great Lakes. We went with the romantic version of what the Great Lakes probably smell like.
Not the fishy smell. or
Not the fish.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
cool water. Think
And what's
The
the
water. And the third is unscented, because there's a lot of people who don't want scent, or maybe they're hunters or
They
fishers.
just, they just want
bugs
the
and stuff.
moisture
Yeah.
and the ingredients.
Well, I have to
Absolutely.
say, my husband has tried the bar soap and loved it immediately. He really liked that and thought about some of the other guys in our lives that might like that as a little Christmas stocking stuffer or something like that. So that was perfect.
That is so neat.
I think that's awesome. I can't wait to have them try.
Yeah, we'd love to have you girls come down, do a little party down there, go do a little shopping.
Yeah, and earlier you mentioned the psoriasis and the eczema. And what are some of the best products you have for that? You gave me an emu lotion.
Yeah, first and foremost, Abou is healing. It's really great for sensitive skin, for people with eczema, psoriasis. We've helped so many different people. Acne, the list goes on and on. So for the eczema, psoriasis, your avocado or emu oil products are going to work really fabulous for that.
I mean, give it a try. It smells so good in here, doesn't it?
It does
already?
smell awesome. Yes, it does.
And you guys, look at it. You have lip balms
And
that you made
it's
yourself.
already solidifying. Like, I can't wait to try it out.
Yep. My kids love those too. So, Caitlin, thank you so much.
It's always a pleasure.
Again, they just launched 2 minutes ago, officially, the men's line here on the Better Half. And if people want to buy these products?
They can go to our website, Abou426.com. You can customize, have everything gift wrapped in adorable packaging. You can mail it out, or you can come down and visit us, which we'd love to see your faces.
Well, thank you so much.
Yep.
All right. So check it out. Head to Sheboygan and go to Abou. I love you. Up next, more fall recipes. We have a pumpkin cheesecake recipe and then fall cocktails. One of them looks and tastes like candy corn. That's coming up on The Better Half. Tim West from Regatta 220 in Green Bay is here making cocktails for Halloween for us. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
All right, so this is what happened. We wanted a candy corn cocktail because we saw it online. We thought it looked really pretty. So we called Tim and you said?
I will make you a candy corn martini.
Okay, so how did it turn out?
It turned out pretty good.
All right, let's take a
took
look.
a couple times, but I got it. Okay, so we take about 1.25 ounces of a butterscotch schnapps.
Okay, well that can't be bad.
Now this one's layered, so it's going to take a couple of steps.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, and a little bit of orange juice.
Smells good in here already with the butterscotch. Okay, butterscotch
like fall.
and orange juice so far.
Okay. This is the bottom.
This is actually the middle.
Oh, the middle. Okay.
This is the middle.
You know, sometimes when you see things on the internet or on Pinterest, they don't always work out. So we wanted you to be the
I've had
the
many
one
of
to
those
try it first.
experiences. So we're
There we
happy
go.
you're here.
There we go.
Okay, so there's the middle.
Okay, now we're going to have the top.
And what's that?
This is a cake vodka. We use Smirnoff. So the top layer is going to be cake vodka and creamer.
Just a little
Yum.
half and half, sure.
Now this one takes a little bit of effort.
Because?
You got to pour it over the spoon so that it goes
Oh, okay.
slowly over the thing. It has a lot to do with the sugar content about where things.
You said it was
Fall.
going to be messy.
Yep, see?
That's okay.
That's why we have a towel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I'm
we're gonna
excited
pour
to
it
see it.
over. Oops.
Even if the layers don't work out great, it's going to taste
gonna
good.
taste
Making a little bit of a
amazing.
mess.
That's all right. We'll clean it up.
Okay. Oh, you can just see it forming.
Okay.
Okay, pretty.
So that one will sit on top.
But Tim, there's a third layer.
There's the third layer.
Oh
you
my
You gotta have the bottom.
I mean, I know my candy corn.
You gotta have
Yes.
the bottom. So the bottom.
So you just take that bottle and pour it right in? Oh my goodness. I was like, how is this going to work? Wait a minute.
Can I just turn this
And then it
around?
sinks to the
All right,
bottom.
Turn it the other way a little, my bad.
There we
Look
go.
at that. It's picture perfect.
Looks
Bravo,
like a piece
Tim.
of candy corn. I love that.
All right. Is the other one easier to make?
Yes. Much
Okay, good.
easier.
Yeah, something I can do at home actually.
No spoons
That is an
necessary.
Instagram moment, though,
Yes,
right there,
it
isn't it? Okay. If you guys want to try it,
Well, I was going to ask, but I wasn't sure.
please do. Please do. Watch out for the worm.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
my
Okay, what's this
gosh.
next one?
Caramel apple.
Ooh. How does it taste?
That is delicious. It's like butterscotch goodness. Yes.
Very good. Okay,
Thank
now,
you for that.
Absolutely. Okay.
Dory, this one can be yours.
Okay, fine.
There we go. So I put some caramel around the rim. So this is our caramel apple.
Okay.
So we take the same butterscotch schnapps,
Could be investing in a bottle of that, I guess.
Yeah.
sour apple pucker,
Ooh, kind of like a caramel apple. I can already
Yeah,
taste
see?
the caramel
Apple,
Yes.
butterscotch.
caramel vodka.
Okay.
Vodka comes in just about any flavor
Apparently.
now, doesn't it?
It does. It's a lot like a
You don't-
Jelly Belly.
Yeah.
And a little bit of cranberry juice.
You don't have to infuse your own vodkas anymore. They just come ready-made. Very nice. Now, do you serve these at the restaurant, or did you
We
do
do.
these
We've
special
got
for the better half?
Well, the candy corn was for the better half,
It's
but
still layered. I mean, that, bravo.
we have a pretty extensive martini list.
And that is your caramel apple martini.
Caramel apple.
Give it a try, Dory.
I'm going to try this because I am a caramel apple type of girl.
It looks so cool.
That is good.
Yeah.
She goes, I'm going to take this one home with me.
You do have to do a little more cooking.
That has the caramel. Oh, that is good.
It looks
you.
so decorative, or whatever that word is.
Too much
This is all
martini
the-
for you.
Well, shoot.
that away.
That's going to have to drive me home.
Tim,
But it
thank you
looks
so
pretty.
much.
Thank
you
you
can
for
find
having
Tim
me.
West at Regatta 220 in Green Bay. And coming up, like I said, Dory's heading back into the kitchen to make.
I'm going to make a pumpkin cheesecake.
All right, don't miss it. There's a little preview of it. That's up next on The Better Half.
Welcome back, everybody. 'Tis the season for pumpkin anything and everything. I'm Amy Hanton, also known as the Cooking Mom, in the kitchen with a very good cook and mom. This is Dory. She made her amazing bacon wrapped meatloaf earlier, which we're all dying to dive into that. But what are we making now?
We are making pumpkin cheesecake.
And we were talking during the break about how you not only love to cook, that you love to bake too.
Yes.
And like the meatloaf recipe, this is a family recipe of yours. It's been kind of handed down.
Yeah, my grandmother was a big influence with cooking in the home for us. So a lot of these are a lot of her recipes. I kind of just tweaked a little bit.
I love that. My same with my grandmother. And I always say it's not just cooking, it's cooking up memories, you know. So it's really nice to be able to have those recipes and pass them down. So pumpkin cheesecake sounds a little intimidating, but you say it's not all that hard to do.
No, it's really not. I'm not a big pumpkin fan, but when it comes to this is to die for.
Really nice, be nice for fall or for Thanksgiving even. So I'm gonna get to work on the traditional graham cracker crust, which also has some great flavor in it. I see some cinnamon and some brown sugar in here too.
Yes.
So again, if you're out of butter, just pick it up at Quick Trips. We melted some butter. We've got crushed graham crackers, and there's nothing better than the homemade crust.
Oh,
you
yes.
know? Yeah, a little bit of cinnamon. And this is brown sugar, right? All right, so I'm gonna mix that together and then put it in the bottom, press it in the bottom of our spring form pan.
Yep.
And you wanna get to work on the filling?
Okay, so what the filling consists of is just basically it is cream cheese.
Okay.
Of course.
3 blocks of cream
Yep,
cheese.
3 blocks of cream cheese. Get that dumped in there. And then we have some eggs. What we want to do is when we do the cream cheese, we want to start it because you want to mix it until it's smooth.
Yeah, that's the key. I think all of my pastry chef friends say if you don't get those lumps and bumps out of the cream cheese, you're not going to get them out. Your cheesecake's going to be lumpy and bumpy. So take luckily we have a stand mixer, so let it, really do its thing for a few minutes. Room temperature, room temperature
cream
makes
cheese.
All the difference in the world.
Yes.
So we're just going to do it here for a minute or so. At
Just
home,
until it's smooth.
Yeah, do it maybe a little longer at home. So then we've got 3 eggs and 1 egg yolk. So make it really nice and rich.
You just add that, and then you'll add some nutmeg, cinnamon, and then a little bit of all-purpose flour is added just to give it a little rise.
Just kind of bind it all together, okay? This crust is really easy to work with. You just put it up on the bottom, or do you do it up the sides a little bit?
I do it up the sides a little bit.
Okay. I like that it's a lot of crust.
Yes.
No skipping on the crust.
No skipping on the crust. A lot of cream cheese, gotta have the crust to go with.
Absolutely. It's my favorite part, I think, about cheesecake is that graham cracker crust.
So I'm just adding a little bit of vanilla, probably about a teaspoon or 2, and then some pumpkin puree.
So it's is it the whole can do we use?
Yes, it's
the
whole
can.
The whole can.
Of the canned pumpkin. We're not using the pumpkin pie filling though, we're using the actual
Just pumpkin
canned pumpkin.
puree, yep.
Okay. Now if you're serving this, let's say you were having some ladies over or some company over, would you make this the day before?
You can, it depends. I like mine to make it the day before just because I like for it to sit and be a little bit more firm, but it really only takes about 4 hours.
4 hours in the fridge. It just needs to firm up though. So at least a few hours. Don't plan on just baking it and serving it right away. That's good point.
Okay, so that's nice and mixed.
Okay.
So then I like to just scrape the sides.
It's such a pretty color the batter is.
Oh yeah. Just scrape the sides there.
Did we put vanilla in? I see vanilla over there. Okay.
We did put a tablespoon of vanilla in.
That's a good idea to scrape the sides. I see a little bit more cream cheese. So we really want to combine this well.
Yep.
That's important to get it all in there. How long does this need to bake for?
It takes about an hour.
And how do you prevent it from cracking? Oh, sour cream. Does sour cream go in there?
Oh yes.
And the sugar? That's okay. That's why I'm here to remind you.
Forget the major steps.
That's all right. Sugar is going in here.
Yes, the sugar goes in.
And the sour cream. That's why it's always nice to have a partner in the kitchen when you're baking. All right, we'll let this.
Well, that's kind of a good thing that we stopped to scrape the sides there.
Exactly. Smells so good.
Yep. So the ingredients again is the pumpkin puree, it's the sour cream, nutmeg, cinnamon, sugar, all-purpose flour, and vanilla.
And you can get the full recipe. We'll put that online. I know there's a lot we're throwing at you right now, so we'll make sure we get that for you. Okay. All right, so now at this point, into our, boy, it pours right in, no problem.
That's how you know you got it nice and smooth.
Do you bake it on like a cookie sheet?
No, I normally put mine in. I'll put a cookie sheet underneath it just to kind of just catch those drippings of the butter
Yeah,
from
that's
the
what I was
crust.
going to wonder about, so that it doesn't get all over your oven.
Yes.
Okay. Yummy. And then after it bakes, what do you do with it? What's the process?
After it bakes, you let it sit for 15 minutes before you put it in in the refrigerator.
So let it cool.
Yes.
Okay. And then stick it in the refrigerator for at least 4
4
hours. And we have a slice of it right here. We've got a little mess going on here, but it looks like it cuts it gorgeous. And then a little whipped cream on the top.
So once you're
Clear this
done, you
away.
gotten it plated and everything.
Oh, look, the ladies are coming
Yes,
in.
we
Oh,
know. We smelled it, so
Thank you,
we're
Dory.
here.
Perfect.
Pass it
my
over.
goodness
Just kidding.
gracious.
Do we have
So
to
who
share
gets that piece?
We've got plenty. She baked a
How
whole
about
one.
that?
And
Grab
meatloaf
that.
too.
Yes.
So, Dory, you are fantastic.
Thank you.
I can tell they eat well at her house.
Yes, come and
Look at
cook for
that.
me anytime.
I've been over there before. It's amazing.
I need you for Thanksgiving.
It's a shame.
And we have an eyeing up that meatloaf too.
Yeah, we got plates and forks. And,
Excellent.
we will dive right in. Thanks again.
Thank you,
really
ladies, for
appreciate
having me.
it.
Good stuff.
Come back anytime and cook with us.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll be right back. You're watching The Better Half. We're going to just serve ourselves a little bit. Well, that was a super fun, jam-packed show. Lots of food, some cocktails.
Little whipped cream on
Yep.
it. I love fall comfort food.
I do
know?
too.
And these recipes, Dory, were just, I can't wait to make them at
Yeah.
home. Yeah.
We really do want you to come back and cook again.
Enjoyed it.
How's the meatloaf, ladies?
So
It's
good.
amazing.
2
The
thumbs
bacon
up.
on top is genius.
Are you taking orders for the holidays?
Yes, I'm down for orders.
All right.
Really, really good. And then we have a couple of cocktails. You can wash the meatloaf down with that. So super fun day, right?
Absolutely.
It was a great day.
Yeah. And Dory, thank you so much again for being part of our show.
Thank you, ladies.
If you want some of this, you can Facebook us.
Yeah. And thank
Dory.
you so much for being part of the show too. We'll see you next week on The Better Half.